insurance.
Recording in
Re-estimate
progress.
regression uh, model using intangible asset. And the second is study will use difference in difference to measure corporate performance diagnostic before and during the pandemic. Uh, so what this research will identify why companies have to run the innovation for the future performance due to limited data related to innovation in financial statements and to increase the value added of financial performance information in the financial statement. In this research is important to especially for accounting provision body to formulate mandatory policy to disclose R&D expenditure in financial statement. And the contribution of this research has several practical implications, strategic management and investment and policy. By having adequate information from the financial slack and innovation intensity, firms could be more sensitive to signal on the financial performance. They could provide prevention strategies to avoid negative impact of pandemic. Companies could formulate policies aimed at maintaining their cash to encourage them to invest in tangible and intangible innovation to improve sustainable corporate performance. From the academic and practitioner perspective, there is strong demand for indicators to mitigate the short term and the long term financial performance. This research contributes to growing literature relating corporate performance diagnostic, which has mixed evidence and is based on a corporate performance before and during the pandemic. I think that's all for my presentation. Thank you so much. Back to Bu Nur. Thank you, Bu.
Thank you so much, Bu Ilugra. It's very nice presentation. Prof. Mimba, please, do you have any comments and questions to Bu Ilugra?
Yeah, thank you, Bener. Yeah, nice presentation also, Benugra. So I have some comments. Could you back to the slide 2? Yeah, slide 2 about the variables that you use and the indicators. Yes, this one.
One? Okay.
Yes, yes. Okay. So I would like to know that as one indicators of the corporate performance diagnostic that you use return on asset. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. My question then, why you choose return on asset? Not return on investment, for instance, because as we know, the return on asset focus more on a short period. And here you studying about innovation intensity. That's something that, yeah, quite not only short term, but maybe focus more on the long term. Could you explain it to us, please?
Thank you for the question, Prof. Memba. I use return on asset to measure the corporate performance diagnostic, especially to present the short-term performance. We can use a return on asset, return on investment, or return on equity. But I choose to use return on asset because related to financial slack. Financial slack presents the extra money from the company has extra money. So I think for measure the financial slack, I use the reserve. Cash reserve include in return on asset. I think if I use the return on asset, it can describe cash for my example. I think like that, Prof. Mimba.
Yeah, this is something that to be considered, yeah, because your moderator variable is innovation intensity. So this is also part of that is a short, long term. Yeah. So this is the thing that to be considers. Yeah. For just I think it's
Yes.
also okay to add more indicator for your corporate performance diagnostic. Yeah. And it also can be
I
one
will
of
add.
your added value. Yeah. If in the previous study only focus and use the return on asset, given um, all the variables that you use here, also short term and long term, yeah, I think it's the thing that should be considered. Yeah, about
Thank you.
BPS. Yeah, in the previous slide. So, yeah, all of us know here about BPS. Yeah, but if you present it next, yeah, probably we have a honorable judges, so it could be really helpful if you keep BPS, then you explain, for instance, like BPS, the institution that in charge of blah 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 blah, yeah, or Central Bureau of Statistics. Then it will be otherwise. Yeah, it's a bit challenging. Yeah, what is BPS, something like that. I think from my side, only that. I think also another part, perhaps other judges. Okay, thank you so much. All the
Thank
Thank you
best,
so
you.
much,
Winugra.
Prof.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much, Bumimba.
Yeah.
Now, Prof. Lee, do you have any comments?
Okay, thank you. Hi, Bu Nigra. Thank you for the presentation. Now, if you can go to the slide on the hypothesis 1 to 8. Yeah, okay. So you got 8 hypotheses here. How many, what is your sample size and how many companies are you looking at to do so that, you have a good reading, the confidence level will be good. You got 8 hypotheses. Tell me, what
I
is your sample size?
I collected 35 firms, Prof.
Sorry, repeat again.
35 firms.
55 firm.
Uh,
Okay.
yes,
And
they reported research and development expenditures.
okay. And you're doing it in a single year, or how many years spread data are you taking?
5 years, Prof. From 2017 until 2021.
Okay. And in terms of the companies you have, what sort of industry, what sort of size? Because you say you're having the control variable. So tell us a bit more.
Pardon, Prof.
Okay. So in terms of the company that you say you have what, 35 or 55 companies?
35.
35, 35, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell us a bit more about these 35 companies.
Firm age, firm size, firm industry, and leverage for the control variable.
Okay. Industry?
Firm industry, because I collected the data from all the firms have been listed in Indonesia Stock Exchange 2017 until 2021. That reported research and development expenditures. I got several sectors, companies from the several sectors, Prof. So I used the dummy variable 1 and 0 for measure the firm's industry or firm sector.
I see. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Prof. Lee.
Thank you so much, Bu Inugrah. There is no comment from me because he already addressed my feedback from Monday. Thank you so much once again, Bu Inugrah. Yeah,
Thank
well
you so
done.
much.
Thank
Terima
you.
kasih,
Now,
Prof. Lee dan Bu Nur.
okay, thank you so much, Bu Inugrah.
Success. Yeah.
Thank you, Prof.
Okay, I would like to invite Pak Rahmat, our last presenter, Pak Rahmat.
Yes.
Okay, Pak Rahmat, do your best, and the time is
Thank you.
yours.
Yeah. Mm, Do you hear my voice?
Yes, very clear, Pak Rahmat.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Good afternoon, the honorable judges. Prof. Lee, Prof. Mimba, Prof. Eti, Ibu Juni PhD, and Ibu Nur PhD. So this afternoon, I would present about my research proposals with use the pitch model. So the title is Implementation of Goal 8 Village Sustainable Development Goals or SDGs for micro entrepreneurs in Padas Village, Karanganom District, and Bonyokan Village, Jatinom District in Klaten Regency, Central of Java. The keywords are sustainable developments, SDGs, village SDGs, and village SDGs Goal 8. About the research questions, so it's start from the background of there is a blacksmith industrial center in Klaten, Central Java, that the industrial center produce the agriculture tools such as hoes, shovels, axles, and dodos, and others. It stays in two different villages that the location is side by side from different districts. Since 2020, these villages has been supported by the Ministry of Cooperative and SMEs and the Ministry of Industry in making hoes that are supported in standardized Indonesian national standardized and then supported in trademark. How about the issue? So until now, the increased sales has not occurred from the micro entrepreneurs. And the other data from two villages, the score of Goal 8 village SDGs is 50 and 32 in scale 100. Next. My research proposal based on the 3 key papers from Guarini about the localizing the sustainable development goals in managerial perspective from Italy, and then Ibu Gunawan Juniati 2020 about sustainable development goals disclosures, and then from Botempi about sustainable materials and their contribution to the sustainable development goals. So the motivation of the proposals based on some backgrounds, such as we know that the SDGs is have to be achieved in 2030, and then in 2020, the President of Republic Indonesia released the presidential resolution number 111 that emphasizes the role of both government and non-government parties through SDGs National Implementation Team. And then the expectation of Ministry of Villages regarding the village SDGs are the achievement of the targets of 8 village SDGs goals that supported achievement of national SDGs. And then there are still lack of journals that examine the effectiveness of the 8 SDGs goals. And then in common backgrounds from the data, the amount of micro entrepreneurs now is 64 millions, about 98% from total entrepreneurs in Indonesia, that they supported 37% of GDP. The village SDGs itself has supported 74 the achievement of national SDGs. About the territorial and population, from the data, that the village in Indonesia, the territory is 90% from Indonesian territory. And then the population is about 43% of total Indonesian population. So we come to the 3-to-1 analysis. So we start from the ideas. So from the ideas, the first ideas to find out the real impact of implementing the village as goal 8 SDGs in Padas village and Ponyokan village in Klaten. So it starts from the question, is the understanding of the micro entrepreneur same as that of village and private stakeholders in realizing the targets on the criteria for the village goal of its SDGs. About the data, the second ideas. So the data, uh, uh, we have three sectors. First is we will get from the 20 micro entrepreneurs from its village, and then 3 village governments from its village, and then from 3 private sectors that daily they involve in MSME's development in Klaten. About the techniques, so the strengthening techniques are we will select samples, and then we will make interview guidelines, close and open question that we deploy from the indicators from the SDG School 8, and then we will create guidelines for implementing deep interviews. About the tools from the ideas, so we will run the research with qualitative data analysis. And then, sorry, I start again. Okay, and next, the key questions. What is new? So we based on the institutional theory initiated by Dimacue and Powell to ensuring the organizational legitimacy that how the project or the goal is well implemented. And then, so what? So this research is very useful, I think, for the government, private parties, and other stakeholders in achieving goals of SDGs in 2030, in accordance with the Presidential Regulation number 111 that emphasizes the role of parties, all parties, like ministry, philanthropy, business actors, academics, and mass organization. And then the last from 3 to 1 analysis, the bottom line. So the contribution, our main source of contribution is from the literature from Ministry of Village PDDT, and then from the policymaker is that about the SDGs village target in the Regency in Klaten, and then in industry about the target of micro entrepreneurs, and then the target of the stakeholders. Other consideration in bottom line, in this research, how this research become a register research in international journal. And then we hope that our research become to be collaborated with other researchers to carry out an analysis of the effectiveness of the implementation of the other SDGs village goals. And then the last consideration is about the analyzing the linkage of goals SDGs to one another. This is our presentations. Thank you for the attention.
Thank you so much, Pak Rahmat. Well done, Pak Rahmat. Now I would like to invite Bu Mimba to give some comments to Pak Rahmat.
Okay, thank you. Congratulations, Pak Rahmat. So you are the last
Thank you,
the list.
Ibu.
Yeah, keep cheer up. Yeah. Okay. So I just would like to know that maybe to the previous. Oh no, this slide already. Yeah. So you mentioned here 20 micro entrepreneurs, minimum 2 years experience, blah blah blah. 3 village government, 3 private sector. So my question is, why should be 20 micro entrepreneurs? How you come up with maybe any consideration, and then you come up with 20 micro entrepreneurs. Then why not 30 or 40?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What will be the consideration? Yeah. Please
Yes.
explain to all of us.
Okay, thank you, Ibu. Based on the experiences, the micro entrepreneurs who seriously follow the development or follow the training program from any sectors is about the 20 participants or 20 SMEs. If we got the data from the village, the number of micro entrepreneurs maybe about hundreds, but not all of them always concentrate or always follow the programs even from local government or from the private sector who give the development program to them. This is our answer. Thank you.
Yeah, this is specific consideration, and although it is yeah, at least you please explain in when Pak Rahmat finish this and would like to write on as a journal. So you write it on why 20 and make sure if possible that you also try your best to make sure that among of 20 it's like a various type of entrepreneurs, so in the clothing industry, culinary, yeah, so make this sure. Or if you have some like types of the entrepreneurs that really only in your region or in this specific area, like me in Bali, they have like a pengrajin endak. So this the clothing that we can classify again. Yeah, it's also possible. It make it a bit unique. And then now the next comments. So you use the implementation of institutional theory by Demagio and Powell as the new thing. Yeah, just by chance, I also, for my dissertation in 2010, also used this one and the implementation. And if you like, you could like search the journal that search by my name. So this is lots of the implementation. So the institutional theory, you can break it down, whether it will be more fit a new institutional theory or the other one. Yeah, like coercive. Yeah, sometimes we can use a coercive because it is a must from the government, something like that. So this is very good to explain why they make that or such like blah blah blah. Good side of the new institutional theory that use this one, especially coercive. Also mimicry, then if that is also the case, you could elaborate it. Yeah, Pak Rahmat, yeah?
Thank you,
Okay.
Prof.
Yeah. Yeah, I think regarding the techniques, this is the unique thing that's your power, alat perang, is the interview. So make sure that when you say that the interview open and close question, also in-depth interviews, you should do like preliminary studies first and then come back again and then back again, because this is qualitative research, ya Pak?
Yes. Yes.
You will do qualitative, ya?
Yes.
Okay, this is, and be patient. Harus punya stok sabar banyak. Because it could be like when you said it, oh, we have to go back and rest. So, but keep cheer up. Then, yeah, I do believe that you could finish this with a good and high qualify of research. But yeah, all of the things that you mentioned here, why Padas and Bonyokan, why this one have to be really specific. The reason for choosing that. In addition, you are from this village, maybe. Yeah, Pak Rahman. So this is make.
Actually, no.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Make sure that why you choose that among of lots of villages that available. Yeah. Okay. Perhaps Prof. Lee and other judges could give some comments.
Thank you so
from my side. Thank you.
Thank you for the inputs, Prof.
Thank you so much, Prof. Mimba. Prof. Lee, please.
Thank you, Pak Rahman, for your presentation. Okay, let's go to the slide whereby you describe what is 42% of Indonesian Sorry. You're talking of overall, or you're talking of the two villages that you're doing?
Yes.
Can you clarify,
Okay. Yeah. So, may I answer, sir? So,
please?
yes. Because the background is we use the village SDGs, sir, that released by the Ministry of Village PTTT. So because of that, I use the background of the how about the village territory, village population, and the village role now in Indonesia, sir.
I see. So the thing is that you are talking the global, overall rural territorial village
Yes.
territory, and not the two places that you are doing, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so you have to be quite clear, otherwise you can
Okay.
confuse your reader. Okay, so I
Yes,
was
sir.
thinking two villages in Klenteng
Okay.
Regency is 31% of Indonesian territory.
No, sir.
Scratching my head.
I'm so sorry,
It's
sir.
very
Thank you,
impressive
sir.
when you throw the number, you got my attention, but the wrong attention. Yes. Okay. The other thing, when you're talking of the SDG goals that you want to achieve, I think it's also will be helpful and important to list out of the 7, which one
Okay.
are you looking at for the two villages?
Okay.
It was not listed. Was it anywhere listed? Yeah.
I write in the
Where?
goal 8.
So you see, this is where you have to be able to highlight up. You see, when there are too many words and too many data, people
Okay, yes, sir.
into the main body, you have to again and say what is goal 8, because I can bet with you, all of us can't remember what is goal 8.
Yes,
I
sir.
only can remember goal 1 and goal 2, which is hunger and poverty. Okay, and goal number 12 is climate change.
Yeah.
13, yeah. So have to be specific when you're doing a scholarly research paper, yeah?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you so much, Prof. Lee. No comments from Bu Juni, and no comments from me because I'm teaching at his class. So no comment from both of us. Thank you so much, Farhamat. Very nice
Good
presentation.
justice.
Uh, so finally we already so so actually today is a very great sessions from morning until now. Thank you so much everyone. I cannot mention one by one, but this is amazing, guys. I mean, you did a fantastic job. So I hope that you're really proud of yourself. And if there is something a little bit sharp comments, just regard constructive feedback, guys. So thank you so much once again, Prof. Nimba from Udayana, Prof. Lee from Singapore. Huh? Yeah, okay. Yeah. So thank you so much, everyone. So this is the end of the session. Unfortunately, Prof. Eti, she cannot give closing remarks because she has some health issue. Yeah. So we will announce top 3 by next week. And then these 3 presenters will have to present again on Saturday, 25th February, ya, Bu Juni, ya. Yeah, so thank you so much, everyone, and have a nice weekend. Oh, Prof. Lee, he wants to add something, yes.
I just want to add something, and the one is that I'm very happy to see all of you stay behind, because it itself is a learning journey, not just on your own presentation, but you can see the comment that is made of other participants, and that should help you to sort of sharpen up your presentation. It may not have been referred specifically to your presentation, but here and there, some of you have made the same a plus point or the minus point. So that's one important thing. Number two is that I am particularly when it comes to a certain question, you don't answer me, I will drill in. So I make no apology for doing it, but that is also part of a learning process. Because in life, this you can get tougher questions from your bosses or from other people. So I'm already tuning it down already because I know we are all in the university, in the academia. We want you to learn, but hard question, pointed question is where you really have to be able to answer. Otherwise, you're not going to learn. That's why we're all here to and I hope that you take it in the right spirit. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Prof. Lee Wujuni. Do you have any remarks to our students?
Okay, so thank you so much for today's presentation. I think you all did very well. And I hope both the inputs from Prof. Mimba and Prof. Lee and also two of us, yeah, you can reach us to Nur and myself anywhere here in Trisakti. But of course, valuable input from Prof. Mimba and Prof. Lee should be your point of value, point of attention to improve your research. All the best with your research, also with your all study. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye bye, everyone. Thank you so much. Have a nice weekend.
So much.
you.
Bye
Bu
bye.
Mimba, please stay. Bu Mimba, please stay.
Yes, yes, I will say.
Thank you so
Just
much.
say bye bye to everyone.
Ladies and
Enjoy and have a nice
gentlemen,
weekend.
Ayu, Bu Inugra, Pak Rustandi, Pak
Thank you
Nikolas,
all.
Pak Ria.
Thank you. Thank you, Bu Juni, Prof. Lee, Bu Nur, Prof.
Thank you.
Mimba,
Yeah.
Ichi.
Have a nice week.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Pak Nikolas, Pak Dery, Pak
Yeah.
Rustandi.
Lovely. Thank you, Jinli. Ujun, Jinli.
Yes. Pak Nicholas, thank you so much, Pak Nicholas. You can leave the Zoom.